Google Translates Hermits. Why slabs are the best.
Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at why the slab is the best block in the game. Now you may notice I use these quite often in my redstone builds as well as my actual builds, and that is because they are by far my favourite block in Minecraft. However, you might feel like I'm wrong, which I'm definitely not, and you may feel like a different block is the best block in the game, which it most probably isn't. But if you do feel that way, please be sure to head down to the comment section and let me know what your favourite block is. I would love to hear all of your opinions, even though the chances are I'm going to disagree with them, because half slabs are by far the best, and here's the reason why.
Peace. I have these friends. Welcome. I want to make sure that today's fitness framework is the best tablet. I think it can be built with real redstone. It's my favorite in the world with modules. You thought the thought was wrong, but I'm sure. And I think a lot of blocks are the biggest block in the game. I did not think. Of course, if you do not like it, also read its section, description of your favorite block. We look forward to hearing from you. It can happen, but I do not agree. That is why medicine is far away.
Let's start things off with an obvious one. Slabs have all different colours and all different textures. All of the best block textures in the game have their own slab variants, and if they don't have a slab variant, then the chances are they're an ugly block and no one wants it anyway.
Let's start with the appearance. The boxes come in different colors and textures. The best blockchain in the game has its own graphics board. If the wood is not defective, it can be a bad block and does not need anyone.
They are the only transparent block type that allows you to place all different kinds of redstone on. So for example, we've got a repeater on top of a half slab, and as you can see, it turns on this redstone lamp because the redstone can actually run under this transparent block without being cut off. Now this may seem fairly silly, but inside very compact circuits, it comes in so handy, and it really has been a lifesaver on a number of occasions. This mechanic is also very useful for vertical redstone. As you can see, you just place a bunch of redstone on top of alternating half slabs, and you got yourself a redstone pillar. Perfect.
This is the only way to avoid anything that will help you to lay all kinds of bricks. For example, disk imaging. As you can see, the redstone is like a light entering a quiet space. This may seem stupid, but it is very difficult, and in most cases, it is possible in special programs, especially useful for red gems. As you can see, put the redstone fingers on the wooden basket, and look at the redstone fence. Awesome.
Staying on the topic of redstone, pistons budding when they aren't supposed to can be one of the most infuriating things for someone working on redstone. If you use full blocks, as you can see, this piston extends when it's not really supposed to. However, if you use half slabs, we get none of that going on.
Post on your page if other things don't interest you. Explode. If you see, if all the units work, if there are weapons, that's more. But if you have HB, we will not charge the battery.
This also means you can run redstone right next to pistons without them extending. Once again, this is one of those things that may not seem particularly useful unless you start working with very compact redstone circuitry.
This means you can walk on the piston without adding a redstone. However, this does not help you, especially if you are busy during the Restarten era.
This last one is a little bit obscure, but it allows you to run redstone up a level while still leaving it as a dot on the floor. Now what this allows you to do is power things off the side of this redstone, for example this piston, and it's another mechanic that I use quite a lot in my builds over the years.
The latter is not certain, but it allows him to grab the redstone and let it move on the ground. That way, you can do something close to the redstone. For example, these are weapons and other tools I have used in many homes over the years.
Moving on from the whole redstone side of things, monsters cannot spawn on half slabs. As you can see, my difficulty is on normal, it is completely dark and there should be mobs spawning, but because everything is covered in half slabs, there is absolutely nothing here. Now I like that, because I don't particularly like monsters.
When the red side of an object grows, the animal cannot cover half of the board. Check out my FAQ. This is not very popular. Make a chip, but there is nothing here because everything is covered on the side. I feel good now because I don't like crocodiles.
Use slabs to get really resource efficient flooring. Instead of using full blocks, which is a little bit pointless in something like a floor, you can use half slabs, get twice as much space filled with the same number of blocks, and as you can see, you really can't tell the difference.
Use the playing field and make sure you have the best 6 on Earth. Instead of using a barrier, the floor is completely useless. You can use half of the controller and the same number of blocks to block space. As you can see, I don't know.
When standing on a slab, you still get the effect of the block underneath it. So underneath here, we've got a bunch of compressed ice, and that allows us to run super fast whilst bouncing our head off the ceiling. Now of course you could do this without the half slabs, but let's face it, the slabs look a lot better than having ice everywhere.
When you're on the rocks, you always see the end of the floor box. We have an ice blanket underneath, and we can really jump up and run from the top. Yeah, that sounds pretty crap to me. Looks like BT ain't for me either.
So there we go, that rounds up why I believe the slab is the best block in the game. I'm sure there's a few things that I've forgotten and other bits that I've missed, but I think you get the idea. Slabs are definitely the best blocks. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.
I miss you. This is because I think tables are the biggest block in the game. You may forget it or not, but you know it. The sections are very good blocks. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what I love now. Enjoy this video. In this case, press the button and move again if necessary. But thanks to everyone who watched, Mumbo and I went. I'm looking around.